Shabbat Shalom. Welcome back to Take Time for Torah, 5 Minutes with Rabbi Gaber. I'm so glad to welcome you back this week as we are in the midst of our preparations for Passover and preparing for the Seder, which is this coming Monday night. We still have one more Shabbat to celebrate together. Parshat Acharei Mot, which happens after the death of Aaron's two sons. But I would like us to focus instead on the Haftorah this week. Shabbat Hagadol has a special Haftorah taken from the prophet Malachi, chapter 3, verses 4 through 24. And the theme of this Haftorah on this Shabbat immediately before Passover is of restoration. Restoration of acceptable sacrifices in the temple, a restoration and a repair of the covenant that was damaged so terribly between God and the Israelites, restoration and reconciliation between parents and children, and a restoration of trust in the divine judgment. All of this, after the destruction of the first temple, led the Israelites to lack in trust and not be able to do what they need to do, and for God to trust them. So this theme of trust and restoration is very important, especially on this holiday of Passover. When we're celebrating the Exodus from Egypt, we're celebrating that God and Israel are once again in this strong relationship with each other. They have reconciled, and they are there to help each other, for God to protect the Israelites, and for the Israelites to worship God and to be in relationship. And that's perhaps one of the most important themes of the Passover Haggadah as well. And we say, Kol ditzrich yeteh v'yifsach. Let all who are in need come and make Pesach. At least once during our Passover Seder, we will announce, let all who are hungry come and take part in this Passover feast, explicitly expressing our generosity to those who are in need and those who are hungry. In the opening paragraph of Halachma Anya, we recall the bread of poverty, that when we were slaves in Egypt and we went through that ordeal, we ate this bread of poverty, this lechem oni, and that when we are coming out of Egypt, we ensure that whoever is hungry, we let them come and eat. Whoever is in need, let them come and find help, and that we will give them hope for a future. That's what Passover is all about. In just a couple of ways, I want to share with you how this is so true today. If you have read the news or seen, Israel sent a delegation of 60 IDF soldiers to set up a hospital in Japan following the tsunami and the earthquake. They've reached out to help, and they're spending Passover there. So Rabbi Tzvi Yehuda Mansbach, who is the rabbinic presence for that IDF, is ensuring that not only those who are with the IDF celebrate Passover, have that opportunity, but so do those in the community around them have that opportunity to celebrate Passover and to be fed and to find help when they need it. In our own lives, we can do the same thing, whether we support the JFS Food Pantry or whether we support Mazon nationally. We can help feed the hungry. In our own families, can we find it within ourselves to reach out to those with whom we have difficult relationships and find some sense of reconciliation, some sense of restoration of a covenant that is between individual and individual, a way to help each other and to create a time of peace. You know, at the end of the Seder we say, Bashana haba b'Yerushalayim, next year in Jerusalem. In a sense, we pray and hope that this year we have peace, this year we were slaves, but next year we pray that we will be living in freedom and we will be living in peace. Wouldn't that be great if you could reconcile with others, find a way to help others and to feed the hungry, all in this week of the holiday, and therefore find peace? I wish you Shabbat Shalom, a Chag Kasher v'Sameach, a very happy and kosher Passover, a joyful Passover, and I will see you again in about 2 weeks after Passover. Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach.